Alright, hey guys, here we are. Hole number 8. Take a look at this one. Thinking about just trying to, beat it down there kind of the best that I can. It's going to be a tough hole no matter what. No matter what you try to do. So maybe try something along the lines of this. Maybe with about half power here. Just try to go a little bit more direct at the hole. About half power to kind of dial this in a little bit. So I typically go maybe about 4 rings. That's more or less what I'm going to do. Straighten up this arrow, pull up. Maybe just play a little bit of wind effect. And you can see it's kind of dialing the power back. Just trying to focus on perfect ball a little. So here you can see it comes in. Just kind of threads up through here. No real danger. As you can see, I'm kind of staying away. I could probably, with a good ring adjustment, I could probably great ball right, great ball left. And with me backing off that power, I don't have to worry about getting up here too long and potentially rolling into that rough. Alternatively, you'd have to go over to this left-hand side. Probably also something you can do. But the only problem is I don't see you really straightening up the arrow, so no real need to do that. You're just going to create kind of a longer second shot with no real advantage because you're still going to have a sideways arrow. So here you can see it actually rolls through into the rough. And let's see where we are. Here's almost towards plus 0 yards. It's more or less where I'm going to try to play it. And we're going to do very similar to what we did on the other hole. Just kind of an overplay technique. Do very similar here. Try to keep it 3 or 3 1/4. No more backspin than that. And again, overcorrection technique. You can see plus 0 is kind of towards this front fringe. You can use that to your advantage. If I would typically go about 2 per in this situation, we're looking at 3 1/2 rings. I'm going to go at least 4 1/2 rings. This is what, 4.6, 4.7, somewhere in there. Perfect ball. Just too many rings. So, a 1/10 of a ring off. You can see how, you're just going to try to work in, dial in that in. Keep in mind, the more, if you set up there and it says +1, +2 yards, you're a little bit farther from the hole than me. You'll have to play a little bit more. I might have nailed it. If that would have said +1 on my screen on the, like where I was setting up there in the plus yardage, that might have been the perfect adjustment for that. So you got to play them based on what you see and what wind and how close you are. You always want to test that distance. If you're a little, if you outdrive me and you're farther than I am, that means you're going to have less wind effect. There's going to, the ball's going to be in the air shorter. You need to go less rings. So you have to keep these things in mind. Good luck with that hole. I'll see you guys on the last one.